What is going on, people? Salam alaikum. Welcome back. I've got another student testimonial for you guys with one of my students, Tuck, who has gone through Quantum Leap and he's currently now on Quantum Leap Boss, where I'm helping him create his own coaching business. Now, if you are someone that's suffering with social anxiety or confidence and you wish to expand that on another level, I'm looking for 10 more people to jump on Quantum Leap with me for the new year's that is coming up in 2022. Now, if you are on the fence about it, stick around, watch this episode. Let's just get straight into it. But before we do, remember to take a deep breath in with me right now and a deep breath out. All right, thank you for joining, Tuck. How are you doing?
What's going on, man? Yeah, I'm chilling, bro. Chilling.
Yeah, how you feeling today about this?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. I'm excited to, get on a podcast with you. I appreciate the opportunity and I want to be here to let everyone know what's up.
Yeah, I'm glad. I guess
Mhm.
we can go straight into it. How has your experience been in Quantum Leap?
Yeah, bro, amazing. Probably the best thing literally that I've done in my life. Like, I feel like going through the program with you has just, it's more than just like going through the program. It kind of like has opened up a whole new like way of life for me kind of thing. So
Mhm.
it's like it's sort of just the beginning, but it's just put me in that right direction where I feel like I was so held back in like just in life, not knowing sort of the stuff that I've learned through the program. Having that knowledge now has just completely changed the way like I live and just my approach to life, for the better, for sure.
Definitely, I agree. And it's like, I guess the big question would be, what made you initially want to join Quantum Leap?
So I went through like a breakup a little while ago, as you know, but
Yeah.
that kind of like it's sort of just I don't know. It kind of like obviously it was not like it was hard on me, but it kind of put me in a space where I felt like a change was needed. Like I just going through patterns in my life of that, and I like I thought something was like needed to be done, sort of thing, to change the way that I'm just coming at life, and I wanted to just grow more as a person, and I thought it was like just such a big wake up call for me and something that I wanted to do, like, and I love it, like right, like just comparing myself to how I was back then and now, just I can't say like, obviously that was a hard time for me, but
Yeah.
it's been it's been life changing, man. And I just think that, I'm very grateful for even the tough times because they're helping me, they're shaping me into, I think, my best self, definitely way more
I agree.
advanced.
I agree. It's like, I guess it's like constantly learning that everything is like a blessing in disguise, right? No
Facts.
matter what we're going through, it's like it's here for us. It's not against
Mm-hmm.
us. And you can either see it in a situation where it's like you look at everything like a victim, or you look at everything as an opportunity, right?
Absolutely. That's a
Now, of
big thing
course,
I've learned.
yeah, not taking away the pain that you have to feel after going through something that changes your life, but after like having that look on things where it's like you go through it, but you also like going through it. You're gonna go through it. Like you don't just
Mm-hmm.
want to be going through it, but like rather having the idea
Learning.
of completely going through it. To get
Yeah,
to the other
for
side.
sure. Not avoiding it. That's one thing I've
Yeah.
learned for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Well, who would you say you was like if you could remember that day where you were about to book the call? How was you feeling?
Unconscious, I would say, is the one word. And I feel like everyone is that way until they sort of figure this, they kind of put themselves towards this route. And it's absolutely just the best way to live life. But yeah, I would say I was kind of at a point where I just, I it was sort of like a leap of faith sort of thing because obviously all the stuff I've learned from you and just from ever since then has been stuff I hadn't known about, obviously. But
Yeah.
so unsure, I guess, like uncertain what because like just the concepts and the lifestyle change, like it's just something that I couldn't even comprehend. And you can't until you learn it yourself.
Yeah, I agree. And like, would you
That makes
say like
sense.
beforehand, it does. And would you say like beforehand, like you thought what was it that kind of like woke you up in terms of, oh, like I didn't really see it that way before?
I don't know. Like, are you saying like as in just like new like concepts and just ways of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like looking at
Looking at
life and stuff?
things. Yeah, yeah,
I would just say not having the knowledge about it, man. Like it's just something that you can't. It's just there's just things that you just can't even sort of understand until you learn it, and then it's like it's almost like you just so get it. Like just becoming, especially the big one is like being like conscious of like your
mm,
the way you feel and stuff like that. That's just something I
yeah,
would never have even thought about in my life, and then because I never did it, you know, like it's sort of just like living in the, but it's not truly like experiencing every moment. It's more just living for it's kind of hard to explain, to be honest, but like
yeah.
that's a big thing. It's just something I would never become aware of because I had to learn the concept in order for myself to gain that, to have that change sort of thing. It's a bit
Yeah, I
difficult to
agree.
sort of explain, I feel like.
You have to go through it,
Yeah, you
right?
have to go through it. Like you just have to learn. It's just not something. It's just something that you don't know until you learn it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And it's like,
Mm.
what would you say your biggest takes was, like, through the things you've learned in Quantum Leap?
Biggest thing, well, I would say is that most, you know, like throughout my life, like being like in a comfort zone in any kind of regards, that's something that naturally people stay in and that's because they're not aware that pushing your comfort zone is a way of growth, which is probably the most important thing and the best way to grow in life. If you feel like
Yeah.
you're stagnant, and I felt that way for sure. Um,
Mm,
just learning to push my comfort zone. And yeah, it's not always easy, but I always look to take those opportunities because it's something that you never regret. So I would say that's one of the biggest things is definitely learning to push my comfort zone. And when I know that when I'm feeling fearful or anxious about any kind of scenario, just learning that not to push that down. That's one thing I've learned as well, is that pushing away even the bad emotions that we would call it.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's a natural thing that everyone does, but in reality, they're just as important because it's trying to tell you something. So you embrace it, sort of thing.
I agree. And it's like when I remember when you first came to me, it's like every challenge we set, you were killing it. Like you were just
Facts.
like done, done,
I
done.
needed it, bro. I knew wanted that change, bro. You know.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
agree. I agree. And you can really tell the difference between students who like really want change and students that don't.
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah.
for you, it was very much about like, externally you were ready to do whatever it took.
Mm-hmm.
Internally was like the real work
Yeah.
because it's
And
like
you know,
alignment, creating alignment as you go towards what you want.
yeah, and I'm constantly working on that still, you know. But I think just regardless, like now that my mindset like set has like shift throughout the program and going through it, it's sort of like something like it's just like an order. Like I can't have any. It's just weird. I can't have any other approach now. It's I have to be, you know. I'll only improve. That's all I can see, you know, from
Yeah,
here. It's a
yeah.
weird
So
thing, but I just know that I'll always work on, continue to work.
I agree. I agree. It's like one of those things where it's like you can't go back, even if
You
you
can't
want
go
to.
back. No.
Right? It's like
You're
the rabbit
trapped.
hole.
I'm kidding. It's the greatest thing ever. It's the greatest thing ever, man.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I agree. I agree. It's like very much like I am where I am, but I remember there was times where I was thinking, oh man, I don't want to know this stuff anymore. Like it was too
Yeah, I know.
painful.
Yeah, it's too late now. No,
But
it is.
yeah,
You know what? Like it honestly, it does get hard. You know, but it's the best way to live life, man. Because you know, especially if you're feeling stagnant as a person, as I did, it's it's the right way. Like it's just the best thing you can do for yourself, and it's just like obviously still really new to me, but I love it. And I have my ups and downs at times, but overall, it's like I just having this sort of in my life now is just something that's really important and a way that of me living life now, and it's the best way. Knowing you just know you're taking the right route.
yeah, I agree. I
Mm-hmm.
agree. When I first heard your voice note on Instagram when you sent me that message, and after
Mm-hmm.
you booked the call, I was just like, this person's energy is powerful, and I was just like, wow, like I was excited to get on the call with you, and ever since then, it's almost been effortless to guide you, like to show you, what you need to kind of like take a look at, and you did the
Mm-hmm.
rest, bro. It was like as much as yes, I'm the coach, all I'm really doing is guiding you to kind of like see things. Oh, what's that? And then we'd be like, okay, let's go there. And that's all I was doing for you, you know. And it was honestly inspiring to watch you on your journey, because it's like almost like having to see you go through your struggles but actually honor your emotions. It was teaching me a lot as a coach, you know, in terms of how to show up for you. And it was honestly beautiful. So I want to thank you for, you know, letting me be that person to guide you.
Absolutely. Thank you, bro. I'm so happy I found you, you know. For real.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. How was it that you found me? Like,
I think I was watching YouTube videos about like just sort of like self-growth and stuff. And I think I saw you comment or something. And then I like checked out your channel and I was like, hell yeah, this dude seems like real genuine. And yeah, you know what I mean? Like I just felt like that your content is just so genuine. Like you can just tell, you know, when you're being a genuine, like you can tell when there's people out there who just have that sort of, you can have a bit of a front, you know what I mean? And for YouTube, whatever, but I just liked your videos, I guess. And I was keen to try and make a move to better myself. And I was interested.
Wow, that's really cool. So commenting on other people's videos.
Straight up, bro. You got to do that more. Clearly it works.
Yeah, it works. And also like, I guess for me, sometimes I drop comments on questions when I see something specific and I'm just like, nah, you need to see it differently. That's when I go in, you know, but that's something I should set an intention for, because I can't lie, it's quite fun like pointing things out to people.
Yeah, exactly.
The first thing they do is they go and check, who's this guy? Why is he speaking?
Yeah, I was like, is this guy credible? I can't remember what it was, to be honest, but yeah, I checked it out for some reason.
Okay, well, I'm glad you did. We are here. And also I wanted to ask you, like, not only did you finish Quantum Leap, but now you're doing Quantum Leap Boss. How does that feel?
Good, bro. I wasn't ready to stop. I was, you know, it felt like the only option for me, you know, especially like, I guess going from where I started, like I wasn't sure if I was wanting to do that, you know, and I think it was definitely an interest, but just once you just going through that, it just became something that, you know, I wanted to do, because it's just such a positive thing, especially like learning to be, like to coach for myself, because, I've naturally just sort of gained a interest for teaching the stuff I've learned, like that you've taught me, and the things I've been learning. I love telling everyone and teaching it, and it's just a natural thing because it's so beneficial. The information is so beneficial that I can't not share it, you know.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. And it's like every single one of my students have to go through Quantum Leap before Quantum Leap Bus, and it's like most of the students that complete it, I would say about 98% of them have done Quantum Leap Boss, because it's like they just know there's something there.
Yeah,
you know, they have that calling, and it's crazy because I always only attract people who have that calling. Like I haven't, like the other 3 people I attracted, like the couple of people that didn't really follow through with that, they wasn't really the people that I enjoyed working with anyway. It was like the people that I enjoyed working with the most were people like yourself, who not only have that vision of like overcoming the inner struggles, but actually helping and making that something that you want to do as a full-time job.
Absolutely, man. And it doesn't seem like a job, you know, like I think it seems like you know, it's just something that you get enjoyment out of it. Well, I know I do. You know, so that's why I love the idea anyway. Like I don't want to be sitting behind a desk, you know, doing that kind of stuff, but like working a job, whatever, 9 to 5. But this stuff is just, it's awesome. I think, you know, like if really just taking that seriously, such a good opportunity.
And we're on our way, right? We're on our way.
That's it, bro. I'm excited.
Mission Tuck. Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
So what is the mission?
The mission is, it's my life, I would say, my life of growing and progressing and just continuing to push myself and to see, you know, how far I can go as a person. Because now I've been given sort of the guidance. It feels like, you know, I know that it's only up, you know, as long as I'm applying this stuff in my life, which I will, and I'll continue to do that. It's just about growth, I guess, being the best person I can.
I agree. And like, what was your means? Like, so what is your way? So I've noticed you uploaded 2 YouTube videos, which is amazing. And it's very much speaking about your experience around dating and approaching women.
Yeah.
Why that specifically?
I think that was just like a big thing for me, especially like going through the breakup and stuff as well. Like, I kind of want to just a big thing for me. Well, the point in that was removing essentially the front. So like when you know how when you talk to different people, like most people have a different way of talking to their parents, their friends, their you know me and you and whatever you. There's a way, or random strangers. There's a way that you talk to them that's often different to who you are, kind of thing. And I guess that's what I've learned is that sort of an unconscious way of wanting to be accepted by these people. So you naturally just do what it takes to be accepted. But how that relates to dating for me is that I thought I really want to learn to sort of minimize and completely remove the front, which is naturally there, pretty much anyone really. But I guess I wanted to remove. So like changing the way you naturally are, like your personality sort of thing. So like when you talk to different people, like you may hesitate on things you say, or you may change your just the way you normally act, just naturally, you know, like, and then essentially if you're connecting with someone, what I've learned is that it's not an authentic connection because you're actually not being yourself. You're not staying true to yourself. And I've sort of realized that that's obviously super important. So I want to connect with people, especially like within like dating and stuff, that I genuinely like do connect with. And I'm not saying that I hadn't in the past, but I feel like if I can come at that approach with everyone, it's just going to be so much more easier. If you know what I'm saying.
I agree. Mm-hmm. So it's like essentially you're helping people be able to express who they really are, right?
Mm-hmm. Who they really are, yeah. Behind the mask, and not have to waste time, you know, because I feel like once you learn people, you slowly take it down. But I want to come in to any approach. It's not even just dating, but any approach with anyone, just be me, and you know. And if you get accepted, you get accepted. You don't. It don't matter, because if you're being you, obviously, if you're not accepted, then it's not going to work anyway. You feel me?
Yeah, I definitely do. I said that's amazing, man. Honestly, like I'm excited to see your journey unfold, and like you know, you said it's pretty much, you know, you're on a mission. It's very much your life, and you even expressing yourself authentically, like the way you're doing, and you're going to be doing, is very much like an example. So, you know, it's going to be amazing to watch your journey unfold. And for anyone that's listening, tuning in, go check out Tuck, Mission Tuck, and on Instagram, YouTube, right?
Yes, sir. Okay. And Facebook. He's coming.
Facebook. It's coming. It's on its way.
It's coming.
It's on its way.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, Mission Tuck, I guess my last few questions would be, how did you feel about all the challenges?
Let me put it this way. There's resistance, especially when you haven't done these sort of things before. However, it's never something you will regret. So I did it, and you know, it kind of like unlocks a new thing in your brain. You're like, yo, like this is like pushing your comfort zone. Like it was hard at times, to be honest, but it's, you know, it's just so beneficial. It is so beneficial, man. And it sort of like unlocks like a new way of thinking in your brain. And it's like the best way, because it's like you really realize your potential, and how like holding back is like, there's just no need.
I definitely agree. It's just a part of the whole process. Like many other people watch this and they're like, Minaz, I don't know if I want to do the challenges. I'm like, then this program's not for you.
yeah, exactly. You want change, you got to put in. You have to put in.
Yeah, exactly.
And I did it.
And I guess, yeah, exactly. Same thing with me, right? Like I shared. I've got literally bunch of episodes coming out this week. Like every single day, there's a brand new podcast episode. I got 4 videos coming out. Everything's scheduled already. Like it's ready to be released. And the first thing is like one of the videos is social anxiety, how it held me back, and my story around that, and like how I was homebound for 2 years because of anxiety. And no one would think that, you know, with what I'm doing now and who I am now, it's like they would think,
yeah, for sure.
Really? Like was that when you were a kid? I mean, no, that was only like,
I know.
Now it's 4 or 5 years ago. Like, and that was the moment that changed, made this a reality.
For
you know,
sure.
for me to become that person for others.
And that doesn't matter, you know. I think that's a big thing. And even for myself, like it's about caring what other people think. But in reality, all that matters is who you are now, you know.
Yeah,
It's no one's
exactly,
gonna look at you and
exactly.
care or remember that. They'll look at you and know you
Yeah,
for you. You know, and that's
yeah,
something that I
for
think
real.
I worried about too, but I realize now like it don't matter. You know, it really don't
Yeah,
matter.
I agree. I agree. So, what would you say to anyone that is thinking about investing into Quantum Leap?
If you are feeling stagnant in your life and just like you're ready for some true growth, if you're looking to, you know, work as a for yourself, or just not even, but start a business, or you know, you have goals that you find you're hesitating in and you procrastinate, or you're just not truly satisfied with how you're living life. And if you think you have, you know, more potential, I 100%, because I've learned the best investment you can make is in yourself. So, you know, it's like, like seriously, like, you know, like I'm not that, I like investing for me, like I'd way have preferred done this than buy a new pair of shoes and go buy clothes and stuff. It's just because it's in yourself. And I really didn't, you know, care what anyone thought about that, because I'm the one who's gone through it and I understand how beneficial it's been, because it's really been just like instantly just changed the way I'm going to approach life. And that's forever. It's permanent, you know? So it's the
Yeah.
greatest investment for sure, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. Honestly,
Uh-huh.
that means a lot. And like
Mm.
hearing your reflections on the journey, it's like I remember like when you jumped on and who you are today. It's just inspiring, man. Like even when I show my brother your video, he was just like, he looks really like his energy is so cool. Like there's something about this person that's like I don't know. He dropped a comment on one of your videos. You must
Yeah,
have
yeah,
seen that.
yeah. Sid was it?
So, man, like Tuck.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Yes,
Yeah, he really said like he really liked your energy, and it was just like I didn't say anything. I just let him
mm,
see the video, and he was like, whoa, like
yeah,
this is a very cool. Like he just felt drawn to you straight.
yeah.
That's
Well,
what
I
that's
enjoyed it,
what
bro.
like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I said to you when the first time I met. I'm telling you, like your energy is like there's something special, and I don't
Thank you,
think
brother.
that's the thing. People say this to me, and I'm telling you, I don't think you're ever gonna see it, because you know we're conditioned to see ourselves like we're never enough. But trust that there's something there.
Mm,
Just know that you have a gift,
for sure.
and it's kind of like buried within you, and you're like it's unraveling.
That's how it
It's
feels.
not
Yeah,
even about
yeah, yeah.
acquiring anything or being anything or doing
Mm,
anything. It's already there. It's
yeah,
almost
for
like
sure.
taking the
Away
masks off.
the crap. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
literally,
sure. You know,
literally.
and it's a process, but it's still in the works, and that's why I love it. You know.
Definitely, definitely. It's on its way, and like you're doing really well. And I want to say like I'm proud of you, and like you should be proud of yourself. And like anyone that kind of like saw you from the beginning, like your friends, I'm sure you're gonna be inspiring a lot of people, and you don't even know.
Uh-huh.
And that's the crazy thing. Even myself, like I do what I do, and half the time I don't even know who it's impacting. And so many people like would tell me, like so many of my students would tell me, like you have no idea. I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, yeah, because my cousins, my friends, they all know about what I'm doing right now. And I'm like, okay, cool. And they're like, and they're listening, they're watching, they're listening
Mhm.
to your podcast. We talk about things, about your episodes. And it's like, they're like, you'll never see it. So imagine if I'm just one person, if you have 5 people doing that, that's like, it eventually becomes a web, right?
Yeah,
And it just keeps
easy to
going.
expand. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
Mhm.
impact is amazing, right? And that's why it's like, I love helping people like yourself not only learn these things, but master yourself and help others do the same.
For sure,
And
bro.
that's a beautiful path, you know.
Hmm. Yeah,
And
definitely,
bro,
man.
yeah, I got one last thing for you. Is what would you say to Tuck, who was thinking about change?
Do it, bro. Um, shit. That's deep, bro. um, no, I feel like I would say, you know, just trust the process, man. And I still tell myself that every day, you know, because when times get hard, um, it's it's only temporary, you know, as long as you're you know, the worst thing you can do is beat yourself up for feeling bad or feeling like you're not where you want to be. The best thing you can do is
Yeah,
accept everything. And you know, um I would say, yeah, there's change. There's change needed for sure, you know, and I'm still working, you know, but it's it's for the best, you know, and it's something that you just can't go wrong, and it's just absolutely necessary. Like it shocks me that this isn't something that sort of like everyone like is fortunate enough to sort of go through, you know, because I'm aware that
Yeah.
not everyone, you know, people live unhappy throughout their whole lives, or with you know, just not feeling quite full with themselves and like whole as a person in their life, and they don't get the opportunity to learn all these things and grow and truly grow, you know. They're like, this is the route this is like the route, you know, for growth.
Yeah, for real. Like so many of us, not only like we get sold the idea of having more will heal that pain that we carry
Yeah,
within us,
so wrong.
and
Yeah,
that's like that's the rat race. Do you
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
It's not
it'll be
just, oh, you
forever.
don't need to. Yeah, it'll be forever. So you will never be enough. So it's like
Yeah,
when you
sure.
truly embody the philosophy and the wisdom towards creating something, you honor the journey,
Mhm.
and you realize 1 + 1 will always equals 2. So as long as you're taking one step at a time, you're eventually gonna get there. But when you get there, you will be where you are right now. Because one day when you were joining this program, you will imagine where you was.
Mhm.
This was the impossible. Now here you are, living it. And now
For
you're
sure.
thinking about from here to here,
Uh-huh.
right? So
Yeah.
what would you say to this Tuck
Mhm.
that might be climbing up those stairs?
Mhm.
What would you remind him about the process?
I would say that you're exactly where you need to be right now, because you have to go through the process to truly become the person that you want to be, or the more advanced person yourself. You can't. There's no skipping steps. You know. You got to go through it. Sorry, someone's just knocking. See you later. Good
It's
night.
okay. No worries,
um.
bro.
You got to go through it, man. Like, it's there's no rushing. So I would tell myself that, you know, you are where you need to be, and you're taking the right steps. So, you know, you're gonna keep improving as long as you stay conscious, and when you're ready to be the person there, you will be there. You'll get there, you know. But
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
you have to go through the steps, man. You can't skip,
yeah,
because you
for real,
won't.
for
It's
real.
almost like if you achieve something, you can't maintain it until you're meant to maintain it, sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, and even when you're maintaining it, what happens then? You're gonna be seeking for more.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like really honoring the journey. Like I know so many people say this, and it's like, why is it the hardest thing to grasp? Because we are constantly bombarded and conditioned with the idea that we are not enough. So it's crazy, right? Like we're both of us are in situations right now where we dreamt of at one point of our lives, and it's like, imagine one day you'll be exactly where you think you want to be now, right? So you're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
there, but then you're gonna be,
What's next? Yeah.
yeah. The mind naturally seeks for more, so it's like we have to be that constant reminder to ourselves that it's not about the end; it's about the journey. Like, am I enjoying what I'm doing? Is this where my heart really is? And it's
Yeah.
like, if you know, for me, for example, it's like this is my life. Like I want, like till the day I'm dead, I'm gonna be here making podcast episodes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like the idea of even doing it for free was what I was doing before I even started making money off of this.
For sure.
And do you know what I mean? Like that's you know, so many of you guys might be watching this and listening, and you're thinking, yeah, can I do this? How do you know if you can do this? Like, what would you say to that? Like
You
in
got
terms
it.
of like coaching others.
How do you know you can do it?
Yeah.
One thing that you say a lot, and I would say this is definitely the case, is that you don't have to believe the process. You just gotta put one foot in front of it, one foot forward, and just trust. You have to just trust the process. And
Yeah. That's the
um,
process.
you know, I I felt that way too. Like, how can I, like, if I'm still on my journey and I'm not on your kind of level, kind of thing, with experience and knowledge, whatever, how am I going to do that? You know, but it's natural. It's really, you'll never, as you said, even on your level, um, you can always be
Yeah, I'm
higher,
looking at up
but
there.
when will you be
Yeah.
ready? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You,
Never.
it's just going through that, man. Like, it just, it's absolutely life changing. So it's just it's heaps of information and experience. It is, and you can easily teach that to other people. So yeah, I would
Bro,
just advise,
bro.
you just gotta you don't have to believe it, but just literally just trust the process, man,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Like for me, that's exactly it. And I would
Hmm.
say this to anyone that's listening: if this is a feeling and you have a calling that you're not satisfied with where you are, who you are, there's more. You're that person that people come to for help. You're that guy in your friendship groups where you're just like talking about life, dreams,
Yeah,
goals,
I love it,
you're
bro.
inspiring them.
Hmm. I love
Yeah,
it,
for
man,
real.
and it's good. It's positivity. No one's gonna shut you down for that, and if they are, you don't want those
Exactly.
people anyway. I couldn't
Yeah,
care less, man.
yeah,
I love talking about this stuff to anyone and everyone.
for real, for real. Well, bro, it's been a pleasure, like with the 6 weeks that we've gone through, and now Quantum Leap Boss, so the journey doesn't stop,
For
and
sure.
watching your whole journey unfold. So, guys, if you're watching, go and follow Tuck, see what his journey is about. Yeah, just tune in. And I think if you're someone who's thinking about being a coach, I'd say follow Tuck and even watch his journey unfold as a coach. And you know how when you said like, do you have to be on my level, bro? I'm everyone just holding hands and climbing together. It's
Hmm.
it's a it's everyone just climbing together. Like,
For
that's what
sure.
I need you to know. So
Uh-huh.
the people that you're going to be helping are people that are literally going to be reaching out for you.
Yeah, and I'm here
They're
to
going to be
help.
like,
I want
bro,
to
I want to
help,
be where you're at.
dude. I
Like,
love it,
think
man.
about it. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's amazing, bro. That's
I love to
amazing.
see, dude. All I want to see is everyone grow. Honestly, like just
Yeah,
going through that myself, I just know how fulfilling that is, and I want everyone to be able to achieve that, man.
yeah, for real. And bro,
Mhm.
when you're on the way, you're on your
For
way of
sure.
doing that. And
Hmm.
you might not even see it. You might have been already doing that, but now it's like we're making it a way for you to really show up in
Hmm.
that energy that you carry. Because it's like I was always that guy that was like going around friends, family, like everyone, like sharing wisdom, telling
Yeah,
them like
yeah,
how they can
yeah.
heal their life, change their
Wise old
life.
man.
Yeah, it's like wherever I went, but then I was like, I need to find my crowd, like
For
things
sure.
ain't
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
enough
yeah.
with this information.
For sure, dude. Straight up, man. Not everyone's going to accept it, but the people who want to learn will be the ones who you want to
Yeah,
teach
for
anyway,
real.
because
Yeah,
it's just so much easier, and it's because they actually are. Yeah, you have to be willing
they
to
do want to
accept the
know.
information. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah, I
for
tell
real.
people stuff and it doesn't bother me, but like I just it kind of disappoints me when I don't see people like straight up like actually implementing it. It's like whatever, it's not my problem, but for real, like
Yeah,
it's so beneficial, and you just miss it, just almost like you're missing out.
yeah, for real. I'll say one thing about family and friends:
Mhm.
plant seeds. They
Mhm.
you, but you have to like almost plant the seed and let it go. That's
Facts.
family.
Yeah.
Plant seeds, let it go, and it's like you can never rush them through the process, but challenge them at times when they need
Mhm.
it. But other than that, accept them and love them for who they are and
Yeah.
who they're not,
Can't you
and
have
let
to be
let it
ready.
go.
Can't force it. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
You have to be
Like
ready.
especially when it gets into love, right? Relationships as well. This is something that I've learned recently. It's like you really have to learn to love them for who they are, not who you want them to be,
Hmm.
right? And because it's
Yeah.
like you can easily become that person, like because our job is essentially helping people. So you constantly like helping everyone, including yourself, including your partner, and then it's like you don't really want to be the helper or the fixer in the relationship. You need to learn to accept them and love them for who they are and let them
Mhm.
like trust that they're on their own journey. And
Yeah, for sure.
bro, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Like
It is, man.
you you have that avenue now to express that energy that you have of helping others and like fully direct it into the YouTube channel, the Instagram, and the Facebook that's coming
Yeah.
soon.
That's it. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
Mission
think it's
Tuck.
it. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Like, I actually just enjoy like sharing my updates and like my progress anyway. Like, it's just something it's just enjoyable, and I've never made videos before or like vloggy like myself. And like, it's pretty crazy to put yourself out there and like talk about who you are and how you're improving. But it's just like, like, I just can't explain it, man. Like, it's just good. Like, I can't, I enjoy it. Yeah.
I don't know if you heard the saying, build it and they will come.
I've heard, is that similar to like don't learn then start? It's like start then you will learn kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of. And I guess it's more about like the movie around this baseball pitch that this guy created.
Okay.
And it's like a very much a movie scene, right? And then he kept saying, build it and they will come, build it and they will come. So he built a baseball pitch, and like in terms of making money for this family, and it was a dream. Like literally, he built it and they will come. Like everything you're feeling in terms of your YouTube videos, you're like, okay, like who's watching? Is anyone watching 1 or 2 views, bro?
Yeah.
I was there, and it's like that's the thing. You can see me and be like, all right, that's cool. I wouldn't mind there, but it's like I'm looking at, all right, I want to be up there. I want to go there. So it's like really honoring the journey and understanding that you will receive what you are ready for.
Yeah,
you will
that's
not
it.
receive more than what you are ready to handle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. And you can't be disappointed because it's like your brain, you can't, like, it's like you've never experienced it before. So obviously it's something that's unbelievable to you until you experience it. But that's why you have to just trust, you know?
Yeah, for real. And it's like, bro, I mean, I'm going to be there to kind of show you the way. And it's like that is exciting for me because it's like,
it's exciting
you know,
for me,
when you
man.
walk up for real. Like when you walk up the stairs, man, and it's like the challenges of what I had to go through. It's like I can easily now guide you through those. And that is like what you're essentially going to be doing to others, you know? And, oh, man, this is amazing. And I want to thank you for being a part of my journey and, you know, Quantum Leap and Quantum Leap Boss. And, yeah, thank you for being here today. And
thank you,
catching
bro.
up.
I look forward to it every time, man. Literally, it's just, it's just such a positive thing, man, especially like just talking to you and learning from you because, you know, I look forward to it every week because it's like a time to just really, it's just positive, man. And there's just like, you just can't go wrong, really.
I appreciate that, man. And, you know, thank you for choosing me to be that person to guide you. And yeah, it's been an honor. And we're going to keep going. And so anyone that's listening, check out Tuck, Mission Tuck.
Yes,
and
sir.
The legend himself.
Check it out.
He doesn't know what he's capable of, but he's going to see.
Doesn't know what? What's that?
Like, so you're going to see what you're capable of. I'm going to show you.
Okay.
You might not see it now.
I'm gonna keep going.
But I know everyone that's listening, they're gonna be like, I like his energy, man. I like his energy.
I hope so.
Trust me, bro. That's the first thing I said. I'm watching people around me say the same thing. So, bro, it's been a pleasure. I will catch you soon. And thank you for anyone that's listening. And do you have any last words?
Nah, just listen to what I'm saying because this is real deal. Like, this is good stuff, man. Like, just like you have to go through it to understand, but it's amazing, man. And there's no regrets, bro. This has been the best choice of my life, really. And the negatives and the positives, man, just remember that you got to go through them all. Okay. You know, you have to. And they're honestly, they're both as important. So if you're feeling down about anything in life, just remember that it's just as important and that it's actually probably a good thing and it's going to help you grow for sure.
For real. Well, thank you for that, Tuck. As you guys already see, like that's inspiring right there.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you and yeah, catch you soon, bro.
See you later, brother. Thank you.